Boom, bam. I am President Chad, and you are inside Bust the Net, where we talk football and whatever else is related to football. Today, we have a Manchester City supporter in the house. Um,
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, after losing the community shield, I don't know how enthusiastic he is about dealing facing the season, but we will soon find out. So inside with me is the man Martin Phillip. For those who are regular viewers of the United Hour, he's always there in the comments, always supporting the channel, and so we get in to talk to him one on one to talk about the upcoming season. So you all only played two preseasons before the Community Shield, and in my opinion, I think that was the reason for the poor performance with the Community Shield. I think the team just didn't play enough preseason games. It didn't, you all didn't look up to speed. There were a lot of errant passes. The man who's normally a rock for you all, Kevin De Bruyne, he was spraying the ball all over the place. Um, how do you feel about your team's preseason preparation?
Well, first and foremost, I think it just wasn't good. We come and we play against Liverpool. We didn't look good at all. I mean, I asked a question: who could tell me which was the best Man City player? And everybody say Alvarez. And I say the only reason you all saying Alvarez is because he scored a goal. Yes, he did a lot of running down on the right side, right, and open it up. I say, but that's the only reason. Because take away that goal from Alvarez and nobody played good. Nobody on the team played good. I mean, the manager could go and tell them, well, it was a good team. That's his job. He can pay for that. But I was looking at it and I didn't see that,
Before
you know.
we start to talk about transfer news and stuff, with your assessment of the preseason, which is poor, right? You think the preparation was poor, and obviously the performances reflect that. Even though you won two out of the three games, what is your expectation against West Ham? You all open the season against West Ham. West Ham is, you cannot say, one of the weaker teams in the Premier League. West Ham has not, making it consistently qualifying for European football, right?
All right.
So,
We
what
all
is your
know
expectations?
West Ham, the start of season kind of strong, right? I don't know if um the big forward, trying to remember his name right now, he just loved to get the ball and run. The last time he played, Bowen had a fest
Who
against
who
us.
who you talking about, Antonio?
Antonio, yes.
And they bought
Right.
a new striker as well. I can't remember his name right now, but they bought a new striker as well, West
Yeah,
Ham.
I know they bought somebody, and I was hearing that he is supposed to be good. But once you wasn't playing in the Premier League, when you get there, then you will recognize how good you really are. So he's still to prove himself, right? I mean,
True,
he could
true,
come out and
true,
have a good game.
true, true.
But the normal set of people that would give us problems, they ain't going nowhere. They're still there, right? And the last time they were there and they did put some hurting on us, right? But all that being said, I expect if people, anybody, especially those people who are not City fans, feel that City is going to come and play anything like they played the last three games, they can afford to kiss that goodbye. I expect City to win the game.
I hear that. I hear that.
I
I
expect
hear.
City to win the game, and I expect them to win the game handsomely too. And the main reason I expect that to happen is to see that five substitutes, of which I don't think Pep is going to use more than three. I believe that is going to be a lot of game changers in this season.
So you all got the cream of the crop, I guess, of this transfer window in terms of Haaland. You all also got Alvarez. both of the strikers that you all have acquired scored in preseason. You'd have gotten to see a little bit of them. They didn't play that much, but you got to see a little bit of them. You know, I see Chelsea giving you all a little run for Cucurella from Brighton. What would you say? How would you rank City's transfer business so far? And do you expect, assuming that you all get Cucurella, that you all will look for more players?
Okay, I'll tell you this. I I personally, I've started like this. I personally would like Chelsea to get Cucurella. People say, oh, there's all that. Yeah. Now, if Cucurella doesn't want to go there, that's something different. But I hope Chelsea get him. How good would he be for Chelsea? I don't know. And I really don't care. But I hope they get him. Now, if we get him, of course, I will embrace the guy. But if you go to Chelsea, he's Chelsea player, so play for Chelsea, right? Now, one of the reasons people might be like, oh, shucks, but you didn't hear what you say. No, it's not that. My thing is, we have some young people who I believe, if he goes, will get a chance to play on the first team. And if it is that you're going to develop people, that is how you develop them. You don't have them come through the ranks, reach a stage, then you farm them out like you have a big farm and you say, oh, okay, you go here, you go there, do. And if they're doing very well, then you take them back. I believe if you have people that you can see right at this point in time, they're on the cusp of doing something great, then embrace them and keep them in the team. And I believe if we don't get Cucurella, we get somebody. We don't need nobody else for that position right now. But I tell you something. I hope, I really hope, because something tell me that Bernardo Silva is going to leave the team. Not this season, but he's going to leave. And the reason why he's going to leave ain't going to change. So everybody knows the reason you want to leave. You want to be closer to your family in Portugal. So it's just a matter of driving across the border if you go to Spain, right? And I believe that position, we should try and get somebody who could do either what Bernardo does or does it better than him. Who that person is, honestly speaking, I don't know. The fella is class. People can say, oh, this, oh, that. I don't care what the oh, nothing. I want us, if we go to look for anybody, whether we get the person this season or before Bernardo goes, but I hope that that is where the club is going to be looking.
Do you think that you're gonna miss Sterling? Sterling gave you all. He was one of the top scorers of the team last season.
I think, I'll be very honest with you. Sterling could have been a better player than he was if only Sterling did do a little more conversion. Nobody would have been able to buy Sterling because the kind of contract they'd have get Sterling, it would have been just like, no, we can't buy Sterling. Right? Now, there are a lot of people who love Sterling and say, oh, how Pep could sell Sterling and this and that and the other. Let's be honest. The best of players could be sold. And Sterling was not the best of players. Sterling was a good player. All right? Right now, I believe as the season goes along, two people have something to prove to Pep. One is the same Sterling, and the other is Jesus. Now, if we go at present with the preseason, the one who seems to be flying out of the gates is Jesus. But all of that means nothing if you cannot replicate it come the beginning of next week. Well, the first game is them play the first game. So if you can't replicate it, of what use all this sort of things for? Now, I'm being very honest. Jesus is somebody I have always liked, right? Why Jesus didn't shine in Pep structure, I don't know. I am hoping that he does shine there, right? Not just for Arsenal, but more for Brazil than anything else. Because I think Brazil need all the help they could get if they're to win this World Cup. I mean, nobody could tell me which team they feel is going to win the World Cup because none of them are looking good. None of them are coming out exception. None, none, none. Right? So Sterling, but I want to go back to the two forwards that we bought, which is Haaland and Alvarez. And I have always said, I expect Haaland to do good, but I expect Alvarez to do better than Haaland. Now, I still hold that the jury is out there. I expect both of them to do exceptional, right? And we will see. Because as I say again, those five people that you could now put on, somebody will come on in the second half and do wonders. I can't tell you who that somebody is, but I know the way how it looked. It looked like Haaland is going to be starting most of the games, except Haaland failed to impress, but he looked as though he will be the starter.
Do you think that you all are going to repeat?
I will tell you something. I believe you're going to win the league. By how much points I really don't know, but we're going to win the league. But there's a caveat in the league, but I'll come back to that. Right? I honestly think Pep wants to do a Sir Alex. Right? Now, Sir Alex is the only see put a smile on the face. Sir Alex is the only manager that was able to win, to get a three-peat. And I honestly think Pep wants a three-peat. We're not talking about Champions League, we're talking about this. Pep wants to win it bad. And he will not be on par with Sir Alex, but he will be up there where the air is a little rare from all the rest to be the only person besides Sir Alex to have it. I think Sir Alex did it, what, twice or three times? Twice. So, I mean, if you do it twice and I do it once, I have to do it once more. Whether that is possible, I don't know, because I don't know how much longer Pep stay with us. Right? But I know he really wants to do that, and I believe he could. No, you said everybody is saying City, Liverpool, Liverpool, City, as the case may be. I tell you something right now. I do not think Liverpool is going to come second. I think Liverpool is going to come third. The team I think that is going to come second is Spurs, if the owner and the coach doesn't have any problems.
It's a big if, no?
Yeah, well, so for preseason, he seemed to be getting everything he wants,
Yeah.
But if they don't have problems, I honestly believe he is going to pip Liverpool.
You think Conte going to do it?
Yeah, but I want to see the game they're playing us. I think is on the 12th of September. They beat us twice, man.
they beat. True, that's gonna be a good game for real. That's gonna be a good game. So, who else you expect to round off the top six? You have City first, Spurs, Liverpool third. Who else do you expect to round off the top six?
Well, it might be kind of strange, right? But your team coming in fourth, followed by Arsenal, then Chelsea. And the reason why I put Chelsea down there is because I don't think Chelsea is going to get rid of the coach. But I think as good as the coach is, he would have to be a magician to pull something out of that hat, because the team is not firing at all.
And Chelsea losing, as yes, they get Koulibaly, yes, they get Sterling, but Chelsea losing some key players. Rudiger was a rock in that defense for them. They losing some other defenders as well.
Chelsea lost 3 prominent people in the back, 3 of them. And right now, I think Chelsea backline is similar to a strainer. It is there for one purpose. And I'm being very honest with you. I feel sorry for Mendy. Mendy is going to, none of the guy can't save. He could really save. But Mendy is going to have to do a lot more than just save, right? To come up with some clean sheets, you know, because, I mean, they may lose the skipper that they have, Aspilicueta, they might lose him to Barcelona. Barcelona seems to be buying everybody. I don't know where they get any money from. Somebody say Barcelona always had money. I don't know. I think that's just when today I saw they sell something again, and they expected 100 million.
Yeah, they sell how much, some percentage of the TV studio.
So, I mean, better than sell the whole damn thing for $1 billion. They matter what, they don't have money. Yeah, and the team I got to 7. The team I expect to come in 7. It might shock a lot of people. Is Newcastle. I expect Newcastle to do some things, and they will shock people. I mean, they still have some pieces to get, but with what they have, I believe they could give people a run for the money.
So you're expecting West Ham to fall out?
Yeah, I expect West Ham to come in.
And who do you expect to be making the drop? Which teams you have on the relegate on the chopping block?
I tell you, I have 4 teams, right? I don't have 3 because okay, let me put it like this. The first 2 teams are sure they're going down. Fulham and Bournemouth, both of them, they're gone. The next team I have on my list is Southampton. But when on close consideration, I tell myself, of all the teams in the league, the team that to me take the biggest hit is Leeds. And I believe Leeds could be the team that going down. So I have an asterisk.
And when you say take the biggest hit, you mean in terms of losing Rafinha and losing Phillips?
Yes. You know, we're talking about 2 of your best players. No team replaced 2 of the best players just like that. I mean, you could replace them with good players. But remember, Leeds is a team that run from the minute time the referee blow the whistle. And you don't just go and pick up them players and them somewhere. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
So I expect Leeds to go through a process. And I don't know how good this guy is, the coach. All I can say is I wish him the best of luck. Because you can need that and maybe a little bit more. You know? So and the team right above them is Everton. So I expect Everton not to do very well and for the coach to lose his work just before the World Cup.
Martin, thanks for being part of BuzzDNet. Thanks for being a supporter of the channel. And for you all looking on, remember to like, remember to subscribe. And remember, we got a lot of interesting new content coming on the channel. We've got a fantasy football show that we're going to be launching on Thursday. We have the regular United Hour as well on Thursday. And, well, it's on Thursday because the league is starting on Friday. So you need to deal with your fantasy football team before the league starts. On Sunday, we have a brand new Premier League review program. Okay. So we have a new fantasy football program and a new Premier League review program. So lots of new content. Keep it locked. And remember, we also have Devin. Devin is going down to Old Trafford on Sunday to take in the game. So we're going to have our own man in the stadium on Sunday at Old Trafford. So, you know, we're starting off the season with a bang. All right, so thank you all for being part of BuzzDNet. And keep it locked. Remember, Red Devils, we don't die, we multiply.
Support the United Hour. Click that like button and subscribe.